Hey, so you want to be a podcaster. You have questions and questions about how to do it. You want to know what kind of cameras to use, what kind of mics, what should be the ideal backdrop. Can you create animated openings? I will answer all your questions. My name is Ravi Iyer, or Ravi Iyer if you know me from radio. From Wasim Akram to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Asha Bhosle to Lata Mangeshkar, Dev Anand to Zeenat Aman. I have had the pleasure of interviewing a whole lot of people in my career as a radio host. Now, I'm going to share some secrets with you about how to do effective, engaging, entertaining interviews. First and foremost, when you record a podcast, you need to relax, be yourself. So the place you shoot in needs to be a fun place. Sound treated if possible. You see these podcast mics? You know, those are put up there either just for show as props or they are needed because it's a noisy place. Now, if you come over to a properly soundproofed, sound dampened studio like our Talkaholics studio, you can relax, be less distracted, and concentrate on the content. Almost all radio studios are soundproofed, sound dampened, and as a result, the audio you listen to is crystal clear and crisp on sound. I have noticed that when we shoot in offices or busy places, the podcast creator and the guests face a lot of challenges. The phones are constantly ringing. People are floating around like zombies and ghosts. There are other distractions as well. In one of our podcasts, we were shooting in a music store right next to a busy traffic junction. The noise of the traffic at the signal had to be muted later, which can cause a lot of stress. So unless you gain something amazing from a place like that, I would say choose a studio and a professional studio. Now, what do you do about the camera and the mics? Ideally, get a bunch of professionals to help you with that too. If the place is well lit, the sound is being recorded through a proper broadcast quality microphone, especially a lapel or a lavalier mic which goes into a recorder, you can actually face the camera and talk to the guest without hiding your face. You can grab more eyeballs when you face the camera and give eye contact to your audience, versus hiding behind a fat podcast mic. Worse still, you have to keep turning to face the mic every time you speak on a podcast mic. What's more, there are folks who use podcast mics as props and actually record through lapel mics. So what have you achieved? Now, if you are hosting a podcast and find it difficult to give a long winding introduction of your guest, ideally you should record the introduction separately with a teleprompter so that you are facing the camera and addressing your audience while talking about your guest. Once this is done, you need to have an intense conversation with your guest. The more intense, intriguing, and in-depth your conversation is, the more are the chances that you will be looked at as a subject matter expert. And that's what you want as a podcast presenter. So if you want to do all this and more and are scared, talk to us. We are Talkaholics Productions.